Hey Mo Crew. So today I have a pretty interesting episode for you. Um, I went out to Walmart and my local Walmart and went and picked up a cheap Target. This thing was priced at about $4.99. Here I have like this plastic based piece of poster board with stick targets that are shoot and see. So in shoot and see is made by Birchwood Casey. These are some nice pistol and rifle targets right here. I'm gonna be today. What I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be kind of giving another more definite zero to my Predator rifle, the 223 Savage 16 Trophy Hunter XP, the stainless steel one. That's the only one that I have. That's the XP. What I'm gonna be doing is after I experienced those light primer strikes. Not necessarily if they were light primer strikes or if they're just like extremely hard primers meant for like AR platform rifles. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But after that happened, I just thought I'd just maybe invest in something that doesn't have hard military primers. So I went ahead and I bought the Remington 55 grain soft point PSP rounds. They're pretty good rifle rounds from all the reviews I've read. Very consistent patterns. I'm going to see if they actually do pretty well out here and see how they compare to reliability as far as primers and firing and accuracy compared to the Hornady. So that's what I'm going to be doing today, and I'm going to be doing a little field review of this really like inexpensive target. Very simple to set up. So if you see these little perforations on the bottom, that's where you put these little spikes through the bottom, and it's not very invasive to the point where like this rod's not going in very too deep inside of the target backing, so when a bullet hits it, it's not going to fragment and ruin the whole target. So I'm pretty excited about using this, so I'm going to go ahead and unwrap it here for you. A lot of good stuff inside this package from what it looks like. Anyway, I'm going to set it out there at 100 yards and see how well I do with Remington rounds. Make sure I keep my plastic in my pocket. Alright, so here's the thing that holds the target up. I'm going to go ahead and untape this from the back. Who needs instructions? I know there's instructions on this thing, on the plastic piece that I took off. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this through there, and that through there. So yeah, these spikes don't go too far up inside the poster board, which is great. This is going to be pretty easy to use. First I'm going to use this target right here. See how well I get good groups. So I know it's pretty well zeroed, but there's no guarantee that it is, because I did make a couple tightening adjustments on the scope rings when I got home after my last episode of being here over at Chengwatana. So I'm just going to go ahead and use the Hornady ammo and get to where I was before, and then when I make the first shot group with the Remington, I'm going to compare and contrast. So this is going to be pretty interesting. I'm pretty excited to see how this works. So stay tuned. Alright everyone, let's see how this goes. Not where I expected for them to go, but I'm also hitting snow too, so I'm gonna mat the snow down that's kind of in front of me. Then I'm gonna take those shots again. Okay, next firing sequence. Let's see how this goes. Look how beautiful it is out here. There I go saying it again like I always do. But look at it. Absolutely amazing. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go put another sticker somewhere on the part of that black silhouette. Do one of the orange ones and shoot towards that, because I kind of filled that whole area with holes from the Hornady rounds. I'm guessing that since they're at the same feet per second, the 55 grain PSP Remingtons and the Hornady ammunition, they're at the same feet per second muzzle velocity. So I'm not expecting too much of a difference, but with how all this stuff goes, you just never know. I got a decent group, even though I did adjust the scope when I went home after this. the last episode when I was out here, but here's that group right there. I'm kind of pulling to the left a little bit, not sure why. I think it might be because of the cross breeze, but at 100 yards it probably shouldn't be affected that much. So I am going to place a sticker here in that upper right and just do some more shooting to see where I'm actually hitting. I should have waited a little bit between each shot and did some adjusting or some guessing to find out where my error is at. But that actually looks pretty damn good. All right, time to either make some adjustments, fire one more magazine, 4 rounds of the Hornady, and see where I'm at from there. I'm not going to film that portion. You guys have already seen me firing the Hornady rounds. Once I'm actually hitting the mark that I'm meaning to hit, without the snow getting in the way and who knows what else, I'm going to go ahead and start unboxing a little bit of the Remington rounds and see how those group compared to the Hornady. So I can't wait. These Hornady rounds are firing pretty reliably out of my Savage, but that one box with that lot number kind of ruined the 223 Lake City primers for me. So I'm just gonna stick to soft point Remington. But it's kind of nice knowing that I can still shoot both. So, God, it's nice out here. Look at this. I love it. There's rarely anybody out here. Brought my fiance along, she's here. Right now she's out taking pictures with her camera. She's somewhere. All right, so Mo Crew, I went ahead and fired a couple more shots of the Hornady rounds. So like the Hornady Frontier rounds that I've been shooting repeatedly. Fired a few more of those. Ended up getting about a sub 1 MOA group, which is pretty good. So I'm getting groups about the diameter of a nickel, which is pretty awesome. I like that. Now it's the moment of truth. We're going to be seeing what the Remington PSPs can do, the 55 grain soft points. So wish me luck. I'm hoping I'm going to be aiming for the very center of the target. There were some other diamonds in the very same target. So it's a 5 target setup. So one in the left hand corner of the top, and then one in the right hand corner at the top, and then same the bottom. And then the very large circle in the center is the one I'm going to be aiming at with the Remington rounds. So we'll see how this works. All right. Gotta get relaxed. Very, very close. Try that again. Not seeing where these ones are impacting. That's kind of weird. All right, I wasn't too impressed with that 4-round shot group. I'm gonna try another mag. Here's mag 2. I might just have to adjust. Not sure, but we're gonna see where this places us. I'm all over with these rounds. Not liking them. Not liking them one bit. I think I'm gonna stick to horn today. Alrighty, you guys, so what I saw through the scope, I was not really happy with. I was making sure that all my error was limited and that my shooting was as precise as possible, yet the rounds were impacting all over the paper. I'll be able to show you exactly which rounds were out of that 8-round group. So I fired 8 rounds of the Hornady. Frontier. I think I'm just gonna stick to the Frontier, honestly. I mean, I didn't run into any inconsistencies with the primers this time around. I'm gonna go look in the snow, see if there's any light primer strikes or if there's any evidence of hard primers. And if there isn't, well, I'm just gonna make sure that these Remington PSPs are, I don't know, AR food for the AR. I don't know. But yeah, look at these rounds are inconsistent. I know it's not my error because I'll show you the groups that I was hitting. I can see them right now. All right, so look at this. Right here, I was shooting, I'll show you which ones are the Remington ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was the 8-shot group from the Remingtons. Here is one 8-shot group from the Hornady Frontiers, and another 8-shot group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, this is an outlier. 8. But look at that. Look at that consistency in that pattern. I'm shooting at a lot smaller target than I was the last episode where I was out here. I was shooting at about a silhouette about this size right here. Look at my fingers. So about that size right there. And here I'm aiming for this. So honestly, I'm kind of right where I left off anyhow. So I might just pull the rounds off a little bit and adjust one click left, and I'm just gonna be done. I love this rifle. Woo-hoo! Yeah. Hey, Mo Crew. So after all that firing and all that bitching about Hornady and Remington and everything, Hornady is far superior. Those Remington rounds, they weren't getting half as good of groups. In fact, they were getting 5-inch groups at 100 yards. That's unacceptable. The Hornady, I'll show you guys the target in a minute. It's absolutely beautiful to see a target like this. It just looks great. So after inspecting a lot of the rounds of the Hornady, the spent Hornady cartridges, I looked at the primer strikes and everything. All of them perfectly centered, deep, and consistent. I think what I was dealing with before, I can chalk it up to just being a bad lot. And I'm glad that the rest of my Hornady ammo is not bad at all. Here are the groups right here. So you guys are already familiar with this group. Here's that shitty Remington group. Here's more of my Hornady group right here. See these 8 rounds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. I'm super happy with that. This was speed shooting right here in that last video clip. And this is from, well, this is over that direction. So this is where I maxed out the 120. So this is 120 yards. This is about 100 yards. 100 yards. 120. And this is at about 100 yards. So I'm sticking to my Hornady. And as you guys can see, that Savage is just on point. I freaking love this Savage 16 Trophy Hunter XP. Just such a good, like, all-around gun. I really like it. If I ever decide to dabble in getting a little heavier grain weights for hunting larger game other than coyote, I'm gonna look at the VMAX rounds, like the polymer tip ones, and decide from there. I might go as far as even getting 75 grain in Hornady, or in Hornady, but in 223. So, well, this is a good day. Like, when you have a target looking like this, it's a damn good day. So I'm super happy putting the gun in the back of the truck, and I'm gonna go continue on with my hike. It's a beautiful day for it. It's about 30 degrees and sunny and perfect conditions to take pictures. And that's exactly what my fiance is doing right now. I don't know where she went. She did make a little discovery though. Let's see. I've never seen anything like this before, but look at this. These are little miniature pine cones on this tree. I don't know if that's juniper or what. It looks like juniper, but I don't know. Maybe you experts will be able to tell me if you see this video. So let me know. Also, be sure to comment and subscribe. Let me know what you liked about this video. I love feedback.